Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket, and in this video we are going to discuss about simple trade ideas for next week. So we are going to discuss the logic. We are also going to discuss about adjustments in case if something goes wrong. So before which I am also going to discuss little about what trades we took on Friday. So this is going to be a really short video and I'm going to try to cover everything in brief. So if you're excited, then please do hit the thumbs up button down below and let's get started. So today is Sunday and Friday I had booked around 1,50,000 in positional trade. So first coming to what exactly happened on Friday. So Friday we had taken a simple position in Bank Nifty and positional trade we booked a profit of close to 1.4 lakh. And coming to intraday trade, we had done a very simple short straddle in the afternoon and we ended up booking around 50,000 intraday. So you can see that right over here. So there is nothing to play in the video because I did no adjustments, nothing was done. It was a very simple short straddle at 37,700. Neither stop loss got triggered and we ended up with a profit of close to 54,000. So you can see the intraday chart of Bank Nifty. So from almost 130 entire time the market consolidated around 37,700 and the thing is I entered around 2 o'clock and I got a pretty good decay on the quantities I had. So this was a simple trade. Next, moving on to what exactly we can expect from the market in the coming week and what would be a good trading idea for next week. What would be a good trading idea for next week? So when we actually look at Nifty, so I have marked certain levels here. So we can definitely expect this particular level, that is 17,600, to act as a very strong support. Because we have seen multiple times that market was taking support right over here and later this level became the resistance and market did try to break and finally it broke 17,600. So overall the sentiment is very bullish. The reasons are: one, as such DIIs are net buyers. Now FIIs also have started to become net buyers. So overall institutional buying is very high. Next, moving on regarding the Omicron as well as COVID cases, that is the third wave what India is witnessing. So this is not as severe as people expected because we are getting a lot of cases, but there are only few deaths reported. If you see the number of deaths which are reported during the peak of these cases is much lesser than what we had before. So it is not really a cause of concern. We might not see any fall due to this. Maybe this can be little more positive because the third wave is not as severe as expected. So one more reason being, so the third wave already has been factored in and then we also have the result season. So this can make the market a little volatile, but so we have Infosys and TCS both coming and announcing results on the same day, and that is definitely going to set a trend in IT stocks. So that is something which everybody will be keen on, and in case if IT ends up outperforming, then we can definitely expect Nifty to head up higher. So these are some positives what we have and some things that we have to look out in the upcoming week, that is mainly the results, right? So coming to open interest front, so open interest right now is suggesting a very strong support at 17,500 and strong resistance at 18,000 and a lot of short straddle at 17,800. If you look at open interest, it is more or less suggesting consolidation, but there can be consolidation, but I am expecting some huge volatility along with consolidation. So tomorrow's open interest action will again be very essential for us to decide our trade. Coming to some simple trading ideas which we can use for the coming week. So the first idea what I have in mind right now is a very simple short strangle of 17,500 as well as 18,200. So even though 18,000 has the highest OI, I would still prefer going little safer with 18,200 because the market is pretty bullish. So only for this reason, I prefer going little far away than the highest OI because we can see that the sentiment is pretty bullish. So this obviously will be hedged with 100 points away. So we are going to short 17,500 as well as 18,200, and we are going to hedge this with 18,300 as well as 17,400. So these will be our hedge legs. So now when we actually put this on Sensible, let me just put 10 lots. So as we can see, right now I have put 10 lots each, 17,400 PE, 17,500 PE, 18,200 CE, 18,300 CE. So right now it is showing a risk to reward of 1:1. So that means when you make around 25,000. When you lose around 24,000. And it has a profit probability of 80%. And trust me, this is a really good probability. So which means we have a lot of room to work around with. Since the market is little volatile, obviously you will be getting some higher premiums compared to otherwise. So this we can definitely use as a simple strategy for the coming week, creating a short strangle at 18,200 as well as 17,500. So again, the reason for it is I am expecting the market to be slightly bullish, but on the higher end, we have some resistance coming in also. When you look at the Nifty 50 chart, so you see that initially there is a resistance around 18,000, but once that is broken, again around the range of 18,200, you have some quite good resistance. So this week it might not end up breaking 18,200 unless there is some very good result reaction from Infosys as well as TCS. Since we can't predict where the market is going to end, we should be ready to adjust in case if something goes wrong. So what are the adjustment ideas we have? So expecting that the market will start to go up. We still have quite big room before we do any adjustment because the market is at 17,800. It has to still go around 400 points. So the idea what we are going to have now is, in case if we see a lot of put writing at 17,800. So that means we are expecting the market not to break 17,800 anymore. If we come to this situation where there is a lot of put writing at 17,800 and a lot of short straddles at 18,000. In case if this situation comes, then we will end up shorting 17,600. So additional puts of 17,600. So now let's say from here we start to move towards 18,100 and OI of 18,000 further increases. So in this case, we'll end up shorting some additional 17,800 put option. So we will have 17,500, we will short additional 17,600. We will also start shorting 17,800 put option. So the idea behind this is, let's say it goes towards 18,100, you still have around 300 point room for reversal. By this time, if the market starts reversing, you can definitely exit the whole position with a profit. Now let's say it moves towards 18,200. At this point, you can either end up creating a short straddle or you can further short 18,000 put option. And I'm pretty sure by this time you will definitely end in profit because you would have collected some sufficient premium from 17,600, 800 as well as 18,000. And this will be enough for you to end the whole trade in profit. So I am hoping that only 17,600 and 17,800 itself will be giving you enough premium to end the whole trade in profit. Anyways, this is on the upside, and on the downside, it would be something similar. Right now, we are at 18,200. We can come down to 18,000, and later, if required, we can further come down to 17,800. So this way, we can collect some additional premiums, and we can definitely counter the risk what we have, that is of 25,000. By not doing anything, not doing any adjustment also, we still have around 80% probability of making a profit with 1:1 risk to reward. So most probably we'll be going ahead with this trade for our community trade. Anyways, tomorrow morning I'll be updating you with what trade we are taking. So right now for me, this is looking quite attractive and most probably we'll be going ahead with this. In case if we are seeing a bigger gap up, then one more ideal option would be to go to 17,600 because we already know it's a very good support, and this is 17,500 as a hedge. So by doing this, we'll be increasing our risk to reward ratio, as well as the probability will slightly decrease, but these are pretty good break evens to have as well. So let's see how exactly the market moves, and we'll decide what trade exactly to take. So with this, we also come to the end of this video, and I hope that you guys have liked today's video where we discussed the trade idea. And if you're liking the content on this channel, then don't forget to hit the like button, share this video, as well as subscribe to Optionables. Thank you so much for joining.